Hello, this is John with Tadlock Roofing. I want to thank you for the opportunity to come out to inspect this roof for you guys. I absolutely give this roof a clean bill of health. There's only a couple minor things that I would really want to point out on this particular roof. One of which is, and especially this time of year, is the amount of debris we've got laying in the valley. And especially on the backside back here where we have more tree coverage, there is a good bit of debris. So we need to be mindful to keep this off, and it appears as though it has been, because this is not a brand new roof by any stretch of imagination. So obviously you guys have been doing a good job of keeping this stuff off. I would just recommend to continue doing so. Another thing I would want to point out is that these gutter screens we're not a big fan of with Tadlock Roofing, and the reason why is that the best practice for a new or any shingle system is to have a clean or a solid seal on your perimeter, and you do not have that, and that's because these screens are in the way. This first shingle should be sealed down to your eave metal, and you should not be able to lift it up like that. Wind could catch this, bugs can get under there, driving wind and rain. So I would recommend to have these gutter screens removed, and they actually make one that's called a pop-in screen that will not that will not cause a void here on this seal. So I just wanted to point that out, and you can see that these shingles start to cut pretty good. And if you imagine water coming down this hill, and this creates like a ramp, if you will, but if it's not a certain volume of water to just shoot right off, what happens is it wicks back up underneath. And that's the biggest problem with this in this environment in our area, is the water going in an area or direction in which it should not. Only other thing I would really want to point out is that the squirrels have been kind of chewing on, or not chewing on, but filing their teeth on a couple of your lead plumbing boots. Very, very, very minimal, but it is something that water can be penetrating. So you can see right through the squirrel guard. These jokers, if they want to get to it, they can. And this is a pretty good professional little squirrel right here, I would say, because he's literally filing his teeth down right in between the hardware cloth. Same thing here, and again, this is very minor, but just something I wanted to point out. And the rest of the roof looks really amazing, to be perfectly honest. I don't see any nail pops, no missing shingles, adhesion is still well, granule surface is still good roof here. So I absolutely give this roof every bit of 5 years. We'd say 5 to 7 with normal to moderate storm conditions. And we'd be happy to come back out in about 2 or 3 years to reassess, make sure things are still looking good. But at this point, I absolutely feel confident giving you another 5 years on this roof. All right, guys, thank you so much. Hope this video is helpful.